All right, another episode of the pod. This episode is going to be all about Rufus AI, what you need to know, and how to make sure your product listings are optimized for Rufus, which is Amazon's chat bot. Okay, we're going to get into that in this episode, everything you need to know. All right, but this episode is going to be a long form one. So sit back, relax, get whatever drink or beverage of your choice and nestle in with the Dave and I here. This is my last episode. You're going to see me outside here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. I'm here every July. You can actually see in the window here. I'm at my folks' beach cabin up here north of Seattle. I got my mom's garden over here, and just beautiful day up here in the Pacific Northwest. And Dave, I thought of this fun idea to open up episodes with asking a fun question. And let's do this fun question. Dave, what is one thing in life or business that you're excited about right now?
Right now, today is August 14th, my mom's birthday. So I'm
Hey.
excited for that. Excited for mom. Big day. This is a big week of birthdays, actually. My older brother is yesterday, and then my mom's today. And I've got one of my best friends, Kelsey. Her birthday is tomorrow. So it's like boom, boom, boom. So I'm excited for that. But I'm also excited for this weekend, this Saturday. It's a really exciting UFC card. So
Mm.
those are my exciting things in life. I have no business ties to the UFC right now, unfortunately. I would love to have some sort of collaboration. If the UFC sold on Amazon, it would be great. I'm obsessed with mixed martial arts, and this
Yeah.
weekend's probably one of the best events of the year so far.
Dope, dope, dope. Cool. Yeah. And then next weekend, we got my birthday, August 23rd, and I'll be in Austin. I'll be hanging out with Dave and Austin folks, IRL for the first time. And that'll be fun. And happens to be my birthday weekend. So that's exciting. And then we're doing a little trip. So after that, Dave, Dave's like, oh, well, it's every September I visit Brazil. And I'm like, no shit. He's like, you want to come? I'm like, well, I've never been. Why not? And so that's one thing exciting for me. I mean, that's the reason why so many of us, maybe you listening, get into the e-commerce world is so you can work from anywhere and have a work from anywhere lifestyle, and you can travel a lot if you like that. So that's real exciting. How many times have you been?
This will be number 3, 4? Number 3 for me. Yeah, number 3. Each year we've done different cities. So year 1, Curitiba and Rio. Year 2, Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo was a new one. We went to the first NFL game in Sao Paulo, so that was cool. First Brazilian American football game. Maybe the last, I don't know. It was pretty chaotic, but it was incredible. A lot of NFL fans in Brazil, actually. And then this year, Florianopolis is going to be the new one. So it's going to be great to be down there. I'm sure that we'll have IRL Amazon content. We're going to get some good brainstorms and just being in person. I'm pumped to see all the new content, maybe some new guides, some new resources for people that we can develop just being in the same room. Yeah, I'm so pumped for that. It's going to be great. But yeah,
Yeah.
number 3 for me, number 4 for Kelly. He was the one who originally got us all started uh, doing this thing.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, well, I'm bringing my camera and a couple microphones. So for the 3 fans of our podcast, y'all are in store for maybe some more cool backgrounds and maybe for some IRL episodes. But yeah, if you've already listened this far, 5 minutes in, um, yeah, I told Dave last month, should we do a podcast? All right, let's try it. My background is I've been doing a podcast actually for since 2017. I've interviewed over 100, maybe 150 digital nomads. Um, and so do you
Wow.
know about my background as a vlogger?
No, not too
S-
much, just from YouTube, of course.
So that's how so in 2014, when I first came to the e-commerce conference in Thailand, I started just blogging just for fun, just like filming and documenting my travels. And I would edit one little vlog per week. I threw it up on YouTube, and like not trying to like start a channel or everything, just like for fun, just documenting my life living abroad. And yeah, eventually started getting some views, and then people started asking, wait, how are you like living in Thailand and like working remotely and stuff? And I was like, oh, I do FBA. I do these products, so this whole FBA method. And then being a video creator type person, I made a whole long blog post about it. And I did a video, and actually that was the start of my this channel, the my Amazon channel. It started with a course called the Amazon Method, and actually the original name for this channel was called the Amazon Method.
Wow.
And then a few years ago, I changed it to Riley Band Amazon. But, anyways, that's kind of the background. And then part of my travel vlog channel was interviewing other online entrepreneurs, digital nomads, and business owners. And so, yeah, this podcast will be dedicated to obviously Amazon, but I think I also want to. A podcast is a good opportunity to talk about other random stuff too, for people to see behind the scenes and hear about what we got going on, what we're working on, life, work, business, and all that. So cool.
Well, you're gonna get a good opportunity to get some content in Brazil because our trip is, of course, us two, but then we've got one of the best Google Ads guys that I know who did Google Ads when I was at Thrasio, which was
Hmm.
a big Amazon aggregator. We've got one of the copywriters that does copywriting for New Balance, Dutch Bros, and she did copywriting at Thrasio as well. So that's how we met. And then we've got one of our other guys, and he runs like a e- e-commerce hedge fund crypto thing. I can't explain it. It's fintech stuff, but he's also a remote entrepreneur as well. So it's this whole Brazil squad is all digital nomads,
Yeah.
which
I
is
mean,
so
it's the way
exciting.
to be. It is the way to be, and they go hand in hand. If your business is on the internet, location independent, then if you like to travel, then you're in luck. Um, all right. Well, that was a fun little intro. So today we're getting asked now about Rufus. So in this video, it's going to cover everything you need to know about Rufus, Amazon's shopping assistant. So this is what it looks like. It's a little chat bot here in the corner of your listing, and it'll have some default questions, or you can type in a question. So I'm going to keep it real short and sweet for you. All right. So when I asked ChatGPT, what should a seller do to optimize for Rufus? It says listing content, keyword strategy, visuals and media, social proof, compliance and formatting, ongoing monitoring. What does that mean? That means it just means make sure your listing's great and optimized and everything's good. So I just put down, I simplified it for you. I just made this little checklist. This is all you need to do, either yourself or give it to your team. Get step one, go to your listing and ask Rufus all the questions. So chat with it for a while. And you're basically making sure everything it says is correct. So, an example here, is it easy to remove? This is my product here. Whoa, it even puts an image about that. But, I mean, okay. Based on customer reviews, opinions on the ease of removal vary. Some find it easy to remove, the others mention it. So it's pulling information from the reviews, which there's really nothing we can do about that other than if you think there are fraudulent reviews, you should remove them. And we do this for clients, by the way. If you want to know how to do that, get in touch. But basically, go through here, spend some time, spend an afternoon chatting with it. Make sure it's not giving incorrect information. Okay, pretend you're a customer, pretend you're a shopper, play with it, make sure nothing is totally messed up. If something's messed up, you need to go through the listing, comb through it, and see and think about, where is it getting this information from? Is it one of my images? Is it my bullets, my title? Is it in my backend? Is it one of the reviews? And think about, okay, where is it pulling this false information? And then take action from there to try to fix that. And then step 3, basically, after you fixed it, repeat the process again until Rufus is 100% correct, saying all the right stuff. And that's basically it. And so in general, make sure your listing is 110% fully optimized. So here's the checklist for your team. Make sure there's an FAQ section on your listing. You should have that either way. If you don't, put an FAQ section. Make sure your listing is keyword optimized, obviously. Make sure the obvious keywords are in there. It should be anyway. And at the end of the day, make sure your listing is designed and optimized by an Amazon expert. This is critical because it's critical that the messaging, the sales pitch, the design, the branding, the us versus them charts are 110% amazing and fully dialed in. So it just circles back to what I tell companies when we talk to them, looking at their listing, and we're like, yeah, it's not great. Change this. I could say change this, but at the end of the day, I think it's better ROI to do a full rebuild. Tear it down, scrap your old one, get a new one done by an Amazon expert from the ground up. So complete listing overhaul. Hey, if you want a recommendation, Amazing Creative, that is our Amazon creative killer copywriters and designers, the team that we built. So obviously we recommend them. But whether it's through us or another expert, make sure they are Amazon experts and they specialize in Amazon. Can't stress that enough. Here's a FAQ. How much should I pay for a complete listing optimization? So at least as much as you pay for 1 month in advertising. This is how I think of it. So let's say you spend $3,000 a month in advertising. You should invest at least $3,000 one time in the conversion rate optimization, right? So if you're spending $3,000 per month, that's $36,000 per year you're spending on traffic. Invest $3,000 one time in the conversion, because your sales equals traffic times conversion. They are both equally important in terms of the sales that you get. So a big mistake that we see, brands are spending like $5,000 in ads. And then I'm like, how much did you pay for your listing optimization? They're like $500 on Fiverr. They just shot themselves in the foot. They're wasting $60,000 in ads per year. They went cheap on the CRO part. It doesn't make sense. $5,000 per month on investing in this side of the equation, but this side of the equation is $60,000 per year. This side of the equation, $500. Okay, I think I've gotten my point across. That's how I would say, look at Rufus. It's basically, just helping shoppers answer questions. The rest of this was made by AI. This is blah, 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 blah. What I just said came straight from my brain. That's how I think about it. Dave, anything you want to add to that?
Well, I think it goes hand in hand. You just showed that Rufus, which is an important ranking tool and customer experience tool, literally looks at the images. So not only your ad spend, but just all the traffic going to your page, the images now matter more than ever because the AI is looking at them. You know, Amazon, they're like listing scrapers that determine what category your product's in, how well you index on keywords, like that looks at your images too. So the copywriting, not only the written content, but the copywriting on your images is more important than ever because Rufus is looking at it. You can imagine all the other Amazon systems on the back end are looking at those images too. So not only does it affect conversion, probably affects rank as well. So it matters what words and how many words you put on your images. I remember I have an analogy. I have a story here on this, which is I was working with a brand. This is probably 3 years ago now, but their product was a bidet for the toilet. But because of their images, they hadn't been updated in years. We ran them through Amazon's AI checker, which you can do in Seller Central, and I can show how to do that. But you essentially give Amazon the image, and you say, "What do you think this is?" And every image should say, "This is a bidet. This is a bidet." And we were checking all their images is just like a best practice. So we just check them, make sure we were going through, and then it was like bidet, bidet, sex toy, bidet. I was like, whoa, whoa, hold on a second. What was that? And we're looking through the images and they thought the product was the incorrect thing, totally different, just based on that image. Um, and the image itself was nothing crazy, but it was a little peculiar, just how it was set up. And there was no copywriting on that image. There was no written content, which would have triggered the correct assignment. And so those things can honestly be risky because even an image being screwed up like that could then trigger some weird thing in the back end, flag you, shut your ads down. You know, you don't want that stuff. But that I saw that happen. That wasn't that long ago.
Hmm. So the action step there is on your gallery images and all images, put some text on all the images to clarify that it was, so the AI might not think it's the wrong thing.
The best thing to do is run the images through a checker, an AI checker.
Ah,
And let me see if I can show you how to do that because that
nice.
actually would be helpful to do a demo in Seller Central of how you actually give it the image and then get the information back. It's in the catalog section. So
Okay, so look at this. So it said show kids brain supplements. So it's browsing here.
let's
It's
see.
not just on the listing, it's helping me browse. You can type in what you're looking for and it will show stuff. Look, kids brain supplements, and then it puts a bunch of results in here in the chat. So
Cool.
so yeah, it's you can browse too. You can shop with it too. It's not just on the listing.
Wow.
So again, what does that mean? Have a good listing. Have it professionally done and make sure it's firing on all cylinders. Stuff we already knew.
Cool. All right. Nice. I remember it's changed a little bit since the last time I did it.
Okay, so I just asked it, help me find a neck pillow alternative for airplane flights. My mom's product is second result there.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Good.
well, I typed in the main keyword, which is like neck pillow alternative. But anyways, yeah, so it is a search engine as well.
Wow.
Are you on the screen? Do you want to share a screen?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Both.
All right. Boom, boom.
So we're all familiar with this page, most likely, when you're going to actually list a product, like add a product. And so this can also be used to validate that images, whether your main image obviously should follow, like Amazon should know what your product is from the main image. But you can see what Amazon thinks about your image from a secondary images as well, because that's what had gotten flagged as a weird adult product for a bidet. So we were like, oh yeah, we got to tweak that one, or at least add the right keyword so that it assigns the right thing. So if you go to list your product and then go to product image, you can essentially, it's like you're creating a new listing. You won't actually save your listing, but you go in here, you upload an image, So I'm just going to put something random in there. Um, I'll use this, this random image here for a nasal spray, right? So I'm going to use this nasal spray image, and then I click submit. And it's going to take you here. You've got the image in there, and it's going to say use AI to generate product details. And you just go generate content. And then we'll see what Amazon can tell about this product from that image. And so, boom, it says, all right, this is a medication, sinus medicine, nasal spray, allergy medicine. Okay. And it knows it's a nasal spray. So that's good. Thumbs up. That image passes. We don't see anything weird from that. Now, if you're going to go and do something else, maybe something even more vague that doesn't actually show the product in it. Let's see if I've got a good example of that. Maybe this one. Let's see. We can see if Amazon understands what that product is. Okay. Still understands its nasal care solution. It doesn't look like it understands. Oh no, it's got it here. Moisturizing nasal spray. So that's pretty good. So both secondary images, and that's a good way to just AI check those images.
Gotcha.
Going here.
So you're saying the action step here is to upload all of your gallery images, especially if there's no text on them, and make sure it's not mistaking it for an adult toy or something like that. Because are you saying that because we've heard the stories and we've had the clients where it's a cat toy, and then one day we wake up and it got moved over to adult toys category. Like, why the fuck would Amazon's algorithm even do that? Like, even allow that to happen? Like,
Yep.
change your category automatically because of the algorithm check? Like, isn't that?
It's messed up. And the fee categories too. So like if your product is in like for example, beauty, which is at 8% if you're less than $10. So let's say you're selling chapstick and you sell it for $8. You're used to only getting charged 8% for your referral fee. But then overnight, some weird stuff happens. Maybe one of your images, it had like the wrong keyword on it. And then Amazon starts flagging you as a kitchenware product. I've seen it happen. It's rare, but you have no control over it besides making sure that your listing content is spot on and your back end stuff is all accurate, no weird stuff in the back end. But yeah, if that happened, then boom, just like that, you go from being charged 8% referral fee and then it goes up to 15. And then now you got to get on the phone with seller support and nobody likes doing that and just saying, hey, my referral fee is wrong. And they're like, no, it's right. It's right. And then you're like, well, it's not. You used to charge us 8%. They're like, well, we think that you're a kitchenware product now. Yeah. So that stuff makes a big difference for sure. Making sure that's all safe.
Hmm.
But
All
yeah,
right. So anything
action
else for
step.
the Rufus tips or tricks?
I would just say the action step that you could do as soon as today is go to your listing. So if we're doing this for the sticky wallet, grab all those secondary images and then one by one check each one in Seller Central. And the way to get there, it's just go to catalog and then go to add products. And then from the add product section, you just select product image. And then you can upload each image one by one and then test it. Have AI generate that little blurb for you and make sure that it all looks correct.
Nice. I'm also gonna add step 4, review, read all reviews and make sure there are no fraudulent. If so, submit a case to try to get them removed. See my video on my channel on how. Yeah. So we do that for our clients. But I do have a video on how to do that. So that it is a thing if the reviews are legitimately against the rules. Then for various reasons, but that's a whole nother topic. So because Rufus, if maybe it's getting bad information from that review. So yeah, I would say that. All right, awesome. I will also say, speaking of checklists, so check the description for the checklist for this. Um, we will also throw it in our ultimate Amazon profit checklist. So this is a digital product, but it is a complete Amazon business, all aspects of business checklist, including all the tools and everything. So we do have this as a digital product on our website. If you're looking for the ultimate Amazon business checklist, so you can just give to your team, go do this checklist for your entire business, and it's going to be optimized with everything that we know. So that's the ultimate Amazon business checklist. All right. Any final thoughts, tips, tricks, Monsieur Dave?
No, that's it for Rufus. From what we understand with Rufus, I have heard of a trick. I haven't tested it myself yet, but that is putting keywords in your images, but having those keywords be the same color of the image background. So if you have like a secondary image and it's just a picture of the product on a white background, I've heard from a couple of people that they have been putting keywords in white on the image so that Rufus can read them. Customers can't read them, so it doesn't look weird. But that text is technically there. So that is a little hack. I have never tried it yet, but it's been talked about. So some people are doing it.
Yeah, if you're into gray hat stuff and you want to stuff some more keywords in there, then yeah, sure, go ahead with that. But yeah, it reminds me of who was I talking to, that they were doing Google SEO back in like 1999, 2000, and that was the easy way to get your page ranked. You just write white text at the bottom of the page and just keyword stuff, and that's how Google SEO used to work. It wasn't smart. It was just purely based on the keywords. But I'll round that around to Rufus and where it's going. As we know, the entire world, especially the digital space, is going to AI. Rufus is still in beta. Rufus is going to evolve to, where is this going? Where you can chat with it on your phone. You can say, I mean, they already have this for Alexa. Hey, Alexa, pull up a stick-on wallet for my new iPhone case. And it will say, and it will order the top one. That Alexa can already do that. But it will be Rufus, and it will say, well, gotcha, I have this one pulled up. It's called the sticky wallet, but it says it will not stick to silicone cases. Is your phone, what is your phone made of? And you'll say, oh, it's made of plastic. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and order it. Is that fine? Yeah. It's going to be like a person that you talk to. And that's where all AI, that's where it already is. Like, you can already talk to ChatGPT like it's a person. And the OpenAI ChatGPT is on the forefront. Amazon and Apple and everyone is not that far behind. In a couple of years, you're going to be able to have a conversation with Rufus if you want on your phone without even opening the Amazon app, and just have a shopping conversation and be like, oh, okay, cool, order that one. Or you can be on your computer and having that conversation. As you're viewing listings, it will be like, you can ask it questions just with your voice as you're shopping. Wait, I'm confused about this. What does this say about sizing? Like, it's going to be an AI person, and that's where everything is going. All of these big tech companies are going to have their own AIs, and they're going to be a part of our life. They're going to be these virtual assistants, and that's where it's going. So what does this mean for you as a seller? I mean, nothing you really need to worry about. I mean, it's cool, but it just means nothing new. You need to have awesome products, awesome listings. That's the same. So have great listings. Nothing else you need to like worry about. But it's interesting. That's where we are going in terms of shopping. And at the end of the day, the best products are going to win, as they always do. There's no way to hack your way around it. The best products always win. So that's the most important thing. So with that, we will see y'all on the next episode. And if you stay to the end, leave a comment or something. Let us know what you thought or that you stayed till the end. And we're on Spotify as well. So if you're a listen to podcast type of guy, then you can check us out there. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and stop that.